top tips for stage 2, the research stage. So tip number 1, sometimes people don't know what they want until you actually show it to them. So 2 people spring to mind. I'm sure you've heard of these 2, one being Steve Jobs and the other one being Henry Ford. Steve Jobs said literally that sometimes you need to show people what they want because they don't actually know. And Henry Ford said something along the lines of, if I asked people what they wanted, they would have told me they wanted faster horses. So just to bear that in mind when you're extracting this information from your potential market segment, sometimes they don't actually know what they want until you show it to them. Next, be curious. Answer number 1, I would say, always opens the gate. So you often don't get the really juicy stuff in the answer to that first question. So you need to continue to dig a little deeper, not just scratch the surface. So, oh really? So what do you mean by that? Oh, that's interesting. Tell me more. Oh really? So why is that? Okay, but why? Oh really? But why is that? So why? Sometimes it's the really juicy stuff that you get after just digging a little deeper. Tip 3, avoid trying to extract the answer you're looking for. Approach research as if you're trying to disprove your theory or hunch rather than plant answers so you can actually just validate the theory or the hunch that you have. Next, number 4, just to reiterate, what you're wanting to offer is a painkiller, not just a vitamin. So what's the painkiller that people need that makes them say, yes, this makes sense for me? It's literally as if he's speaking to me. It's as if it has been designed specifically for me. That's what you're trying to achieve. Number 5, with the research phase, good enough is good enough. We're all small businesses. We've only got certain bandwidth. Don't get stuck in research for too long. There's always going to be an element of risk in launching something. There's going to be a little bit of an unknown, so you've got to be brave. Do your research to your capabilities and then launch. It may not be perfect. You may not hit the mark first time, but the first wave of feedback that you get after launching is going to be the most telling. So just do the research to your capabilities and then get this thing going. Number 6, remember or write down the exact language that people use, and then use this exact language in your marketing and in your promotional activities. People are going to say, yes, you know, if you're using the language that they've given you in a survey, for example, or over the phone, and then you're using that very same language back at them in the marketing and promotion of these experiences, they're going to say, yes, that's exactly how I feel. This thing makes sense for me to buy it. And just finally, as I've mentioned, if you go through this step, if you do it properly, then you really, if you choose to, should be able to rinse and repeat. So choose another local market segment and then go through this process again, which is obviously going to even further explode your business.